Welcome to BTV.
It's great to be here. I am a fan of BTV.
Fantastic. I'm flattered. Thank you so much. So tell us about the slate of new shows, first of all, on Reuters, and what the arrangement with YouTube and sort of the scope of it, and why you guys have expanding video in such a big way.
This is something we're really excited about. It's a YouTube initiative, and we are privileged and thrilled to be YouTube's partners in this. I think a lot of us for a long time have been talking about how the broadcast and indeed the cable model of TV is bound to be disrupted by the internet. We knew that it was coming, and YouTube was one of the first really big disruptors. That was a user-generated content phenomenon. The next stage, and I think that this is going to be a crucial moment in that next stage really coming to pass, is professionally created video made available on the web. And that's something that we've been doing ourselves for some time. YouTube has, put some real muscle behind it and some real distribution behind it, and we're really delighted to be a part of it. I think that I think anyone who tells you they know exactly what this kind of TV is going to look like 5 years from now, even a year from now, is a liar. None of us know, and for me that's part of the fun of it, right? We're able to explore and experiment.
So will the YouTube channel be essentially the new slate of programming that you guys are doing? Is it also the news reporting clips, or what's the scope of it?
Well, for the YouTube channel, we have been working on this for a while. We have already really tremendous video capacity, which we've been doing for some time, which we sell to our agency clients. So, Reuters as an organization is really a pro at this, and we have for a while also been experimenting with putting together shows. What we're doing with YouTube is we've picked some of the shows that we like the best and some of the ones that we thought would work best for a YouTube audience, and we've invented some new ones. And we're showcasing them in this YouTube channel. Some of the ones that I'm the most excited about are rough cuts. I think that this could be the real sort of sleeper hit, because what rough cuts is our video that our videographers in the field capture of important events in the world. And that's where the fact that we have a truly global operation, a real army of Reuters journalists everywhere, I think is very telling. And I think nowadays, we are living in such a visual age, in a time when we have an expectation when something is happening. We want to see ourselves what's happening. What is really happening in Syria? February 4th, there are going to be protests in Moscow. What is that going to look like? Well, I can tell you Reuters is going to capture some of the best video anyone has, and we have that reach. So Rough Cuts is going to be the show that really highlights that. Another one that I'm very excited about is Felix Salmon. He is a gem. I love Felix.
We love Felix.
Everybody loves Felix. He's so smart and so witty. And, if you love Felix's blog, which I think everybody does, you're really going to love Felix on video. I think that he has found a way to capture the spirit and the character that he brings to words, to video, in a really edgy way. You would expect nothing less of Felix, and I think his show is going to be a real standout too.
So tell us about your show and what you're doing.
I'm going to be doing two things. One is a weekly big ticket interview. We were really excited because for the first interview, I went to Moscow, my old haunt, one of my favorite cities in the world. I'm always delighted to be in Russia, and interviewed Mikhail Prokhorov. He is perhaps best known to Americans as the owner of the New Jersey, soon-to-be Brooklyn Nets, and billionaire playboy. He had a few issues at Courchevel, the French skiing town. But I was really interested in talking to him because he has thrown his hat into the ring for the March presidential elections. I think this is a really big deal, and his interview with us was his first on-the-record big interview since announcing that he was going to run against Putin in the presidential election. We're painting Prokhorov administration. Where does Putin fit in?
I think we need to talk together first.
What's your starting offer?
Last time we met, it was the 1st of April last year. It's better to talk. Because I had a chance, and I have a chance to talk with others, but for the time being, I have no chance to speak with Putin. It's better to talk first.
It was, such an. I think Russia is really one of the big stories in the world this year. He is one of the central players, and it was terrific to hear what he had to say.
So, in terms of success on the web with video, and this is an experiment in a sense, as you mentioned, and we all sort of see it that way as a process.
And please tell me what you think we should do.
Yeah.
Tell me what you like and what you don't like, because a great thing for us, and it's a real liberation, is we don't have a legacy identity that we're fighting against, that we need to worry about, that we're overshadowed by. So we're really able to do what works. And to drop what doesn't work. I'm not afraid of failure. The only thing I'm afraid of is failing to recognize what is failure and not having the courage to move on and do something different.
And in terms of where the videos are watched, so the idea is they're watched on Reuters, they're watched on YouTube, they're shared. What are your hopes, expectations in terms of the consumption or visibility for these videos?
I hope everyone will watch them. And I hope that people will start coming to us as a place where they are expecting on video, great ideas from their favorite columnists, people like Felix, read his blog and say, hey, I'd love to hear Felix saying it. I'd love to see his expressions. I'd love to see how the energy that he brings to communicating that directly, as it were. I hope they'll start coming to us for big interviews. For me, on our interview show, which we're calling the Feeland File, what will be a marker of success is when people start pitching me. When they start saying, hey, we really want to talk to you guys because we're seeing that this is a powerful platform. And then we have a number of other formats, some conversational shows, some shows about breaking down what's happening in the news. And, I want this to become part of how people are consuming news and ideas. Something that's very encouraging for me. I have 3 kids, and I'm a bad mother in that I do allow them to use electronic devices of many sorts. What has been really fascinating for me is they don't watch TV anymore. They get all their video on my iPhone or my iPad, and they're extremely happy to watch it. They're very good at navigating it. As the world's biggest news organization, Reuters has to start swimming in this space, and I hope we'll find the strokes that work for us this year.
Fantastic. Well, good luck, and look forward to watching the programs.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I have